They said you couldn't do it. They said you were too late, too old, too young, too broken. But deep down, you knew that voice inside you wasn't lying. The dream wasn't fake. The calling wasn't a mistake. Because you were meant for more. You were meant to rise. You were meant to climb. I'll see you at the top. Part 1. You were born to rise. We weren't born to stay in the valley. We weren't born to play small. Inside every one of us is the desire to rise higher, to go further, to live a life that means something. But somewhere along the way, life told you to stop. They told you to be realistic, to settle, to stop dreaming, and just survive. But Zig Ziglar said it best. You were born to win. But to be a winner, you must plan to win, prepare to win, and expect to win. You weren't meant to live at the bottom of the mountain. You were meant to climb. And when you forget who you are, when life tries to convince you that you're ordinary, you must look inside and remember, you were built with potential. You were made with purpose. And you are powerful beyond your own understanding. You may have been pushed down, but that doesn't mean you're out. You may have failed, but that doesn't mean you're finished. There is more ahead. There is a higher place with your name written on it. Even if you can't see it now, trust that it's there. Tata inda bus. Part 2. The climb is hard, but worth it. Here's the truth they don't always tell you. The climb is lonely. The climb is hard. You'll lose people. You'll battle fear. You'll fall. Again and again. Some days you'll want to quit. You'll wonder if it's worth it. You'll question yourself. But the view from the top, it's not just about success. It's not just about achievement. It's about what it makes of you. You become stronger, wiser, kinder, fiercer. You stop running from your pain and start using it. You stop asking why it's hard and start asking how you'll grow. You grow into the person you were always meant to be. Not because the path was easy, but because you refused to quit. Every scar becomes a story. Every failure becomes fuel. Every delay becomes a lesson. So keep climbing. One step, one decision, one day at a time. And every day you persist, you prove your strength, you prove your purpose. There's a version of you at the top that's cheering you on right now. They already know what's possible, and they're waiting. There's also something else up there, perspective. From the top, the things that once seemed like mountains now look like stepping stones. From the top, the pain, the confusion, the setbacks, they all begin to make sense. Taterts Part 3. Believe in the climb. Believe in yourself. People will doubt you. Life will test you. But the question is not what others believe. It's what you believe. You are more powerful than you know. Your mind, your heart, your resilience, it's all there. You just have to decide. I'm not staying down. I'm not giving up. Every top performer, every world changer, every hero you admire, they once stood where you stand. Scared, tired, confused. But they made one decision. To rise anyway. To move even when they were afraid. To act even when they felt small. To trust in a version of themselves they hadn't met yet. You don't have to be great to start. But you have to start to be great. Zig Ziglar. Start small. Start scared. Just start. Progress isn't perfect, but it's powerful. Let your faith be louder than your fear. Let your hope be stronger than your doubt. Let your vision lead you, not your excuses. And when the world tries to silence you, rise louder. When doubt tries to stop you, keep walking. Because the climb may challenge you, but it will never defeat you unless you quit. Inside you is every tool, every answer, every spark needed to rise. You just have to believe it's there. You just have to light the fire and keep it burning. Part 4. Lift others as you climb. At the top, it's not about standing alone. It's about reaching back and lifting others with you. True greatness is not built on ego. It's built on service. You rise higher when you help others rise too. Encourage someone. Teach what you've learned, give hope, share light. Because the summit is sweeter when it's shared. Because purpose feels better than praise. Zig Ziglar said, "You can have everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want." Every time you extend your hand, your heart grows. Every time you serve, you soar higher. The real success? It's how many people you lift along the way. It's not about being the best in the world. It's about being the best for the world. So climb with compassion, rise with integrity, and leave a trail behind for others to follow. Because your legacy isn't just what you achieve. It's who you empower. Part 5. The view from the top. The climb won't be quick. The journey won't be perfect. But when you refuse to settle, when you stay in the fight, when you choose purpose over comfort, something changes. You wake up with fire. You walk with confidence. You stop asking for permission and start building your path. You realize it was never about applause. It was about alignment with who you were born to be. And when you finally reach your peak, not the world's version of success, but your version, you'll look back and smile. Not because it was easy, but because you didn't give up on yourself, because you dared to believe in the impossible, because you climbed one step at a time, because you said, "See you at the top," and you meant it. And now, from the summit, you realize this was never just about a goal. It was about who you became along the way. It was about how many people you inspired. And it was about how many lives you touched because you chose to rise. You didn't just reach the top. You became someone worthy of standing there.